You're doing Ralfy, Ralph Customs. Hey, it's the Road King. Last episode. Righto, there she is, Priscilla, bless her, in all her glory. I have a list next to my morning coffee. I'm in fucking early as well because we need to crack on. And this might end up looking like a vlog rather than a fucking detailed video because I really need to fucking get on and get this done and ready to go out. So, let's crack on. Righto, so we're on to the battery. Look, I've had to Google the battery to see if it can be laid down, and it can. Which means nothing pokes out. So I can fit a lid on top of the box. It's not got a big bump out of it for the battery, which is great. What I've done then is cut some 20mm strips of steel, and then I've marked a line round all the way around the lid, and I'm going to trim it up, if you like, with this shit, so that it gives me an edge round. Cut away for the mountings. And I will put maybe a fixing here and one there or something, you know, with a nut rivet. So a little 6mm or 8mm nut rivet, M8 or M6 nut rivet, just to hold it down. Happy days. And there we go, as if by magic, we've got ourselves a lid with a lip around. Not a lip out, that's a totally different thing. I'm going to look at the nut rivets, 6mm. I'm going to put a tack in the corners, maybe a tack here, I don't know. But we'll tack it in place and then we'll look at getting fixings before we weld it up and clean it up. Okay, so we've got the nut certs in, M6 threaded inserts, squeezed in, and then our lid drops in like fucking so. Thereabouts. Happy days. So I'll get that welded up. I'll get it cleaned up. I'm struggling because my fucking sander, I don't know if the camera will pick it up. The brushes are gone and I need to check out, make sure I've got some replacements. I have a feeling I've not, in which case it's going to get filed in the B1N, I believe. And there we fucking go, happy days. The spaces you can see are for the brackets where it mounts to the frame. It's fucking instantly cold, even though I've just finished welding it and cleaning it up. There you go. Now we can look at mounting. Then the necessary is, I've got these three things, not the ratchet, obviously, but I've got this fucking Ultima box that's designed to go on a frame rail, looking at the brackets that are on it. You need to be able to look at that, don't you? And so on. So it needs to. You need to be able to plug in the arse of it and all, don't you? Maybe you plug in and then fit it. I don't know. I'm thinking that's going to go like there. I am, and the battery is going to fucking fall over and sit like that. Isn't it? And then the ignition switch can go in there. Maybe. Or see, that's not going to work. Because see this, they're going to catch. Right. Unless I put a power board in that, which I don't really want to do. So I'm voting for get a lithium ion. Would be mine. Fucking let's have it. Would be mine, not a sealed up fucking gel cell. But there you go. Something like that, I think. Methinks. Let's have a look. I'll have a fuck about it and see what I come up with. Okie dokie, so we've got the lid with the speed fucking bumping. The old fucking bit of recess there for the battery. Yeah, plenty of room there. Get a nice bit of rubber. I'd put a thick bit of rubber under this and at the back of it. Mounted the ignition and this module. That'll bolt down. The battery's held on with a Suzuki GSXR type of rubber strap with enough allowance for a bit of padding in there, but unfortunately for Daz, it can't keep this fucking strap if I can never get it out. There you go. It can't keep that strap because I need it. Battery's got little safety buffers each side, enough room for a bit of rubber in, and it all comes out quite easily. I'm not going to unbolt that to show you, but there you go. So what I do is put a bit of sticky back rubber in there, neoprene or whatever, bit up there, bit around there, keep it all snug, drop the old fucking battery in, like so, secure it with that strap with a couple of wedges, and fucking both you're onto. Happy days. Lid on. Fuck off. Sorted. Next up, we've got the filler cap. This is some odd size and you can't find a fucking filler cap. So we've managed to get hold of a neck, my Daz has, to take a standard screw-in Harley type with a little lead-free fucking inlet there. So what I've got to do is cut this out and weld that in. I'm thinking I could Dremel it, and not Dremel it, fucking die grinder it, and take that weld out. That's what's holding it in, and then it won't be far off the size that I want. Or I could go around with a drill bit, or nibbler, or fucking grinder, or something. We'll see what I can do. Okay, so we've just broken that free. What I've done, I've been round and ground it out the best I can, and then I've welded a piece of. Oh, it's just fucking, there you go. I've welded a bit of bar in. Fucking it's hot. Because I don't want it to drop inside the tank, which I'm about to do with it, because it's fucking burning my hand. But there you go, we'll sort it. So I've welded a bit of bar on and knocked it about until it's cracked the weld. Moved it around, ground a bit, knocked it about, and so on and so forth. And we've broken that old filler free now. I'm just trying ever so hard not to let go of it. Why, it's burning my fingers, so bear with. Yeah, the problem I've got is it's kind of left a big lip inside of the tank where the old filler was. It's broke it on its edge, so I need to try and fucking work this out or destroy it. I might turn it, grind it, work my way around, get it out that way. So, yes, we got it out, what's left of it. Fucking thing. Now what we're doing, he's trying to fucking get the new one in, which is proving tricky as well. I mean, there's a good bit of material left of the old one. Well, I don't know if it's the old one or whether it's how the tank's made, but I can tell you from feeling around in there, I can't feel a seam. I can feel a lip. There's a lip here, which this is almost dropping in the hole. It might be a couple of love taps away. And there we go, it's in. Now, you see, try to show you, it's touching, it's hard against it on each side. There. And because of the shape of the tank, there's a dip there. Now, I'm thinking if I start with a TIG and weld, tap, you know, get a tack on each side and then use the heat of the weld, or just fucking hammer, use my fucking little dainty, just to fucking pin that edge down as I go round, I can get that all tigged in. Yeah, so we opted against a Tiggy Winkle, Miss Tiggy Winkle. I don't want to fucking distort it that much, we're knocking it about, you know, so we've gone around it with a mix, give it a dress up. The whole tank will need cleaning, prepping, sealing, ready before it's used anyway, so happy days, that's another one done. Right, so we made it, it would be an head steady, but it's not, because it don't work like that on this. and that's going to take the coils, which we need to make some thready bits that are going to weld on there, and Bob's your jolly old. So we've got this round that matches the diameter of the coils, the sticky outy bits at the mounting part of the coil, and we need to put a 1/4 UNC thread up it. We need 2 bits an inch long, 1/4 UNC. So what I'm going to do is just start off with the centre like normal. Although this has already been used and drilled and centred, I don't know how central it is now. And to be fair, it's not that important. It's just a coil bracket, you know. I'll switch that out to the drill bit. Now I'm going with 5.5. I don't have the imperial equivalent the right size, I don't think. So I'm hoping that a 5.5 will do me. And I need 2 bits at an inch, don't I? So I need a good 2 inches with this. I'm going to double check the threading size. One is to an inch, which is there. Oh, I've got 50mm, fuck it. So I need 60mm showing. And then we're about good. Now, found one a bit nearer. 15/64. Should do us. Again, let's back this out. We need a little bit bigger. It's not quite 6mm. I guess at a push you could put fucking 6mm in, couldn't you? You know, but trying to do things about right, don't we? So I'll take this down as deep as it needs to go, and then we'll part 2 bits off an inch long. We'll probably start the thread in the lathe and finish it by hand over at the vise. Okay, slow things down a little bit. Middle of a do bit, and hopefully get this good and started. In fact, it's fucking taking it, look. Happy days. Sorted. Pleased with that. Quite painless, wasn't it? Leads me to believe that I've drilled the hole too big, to be fair, but so let's get it potted off. I'm going to touch on 0 and go an inch. That's proper measurement, an inch, which is there. Come on, fucker. 9, 89, 99, 99, 999 inch 1. Run it forwards. That help. And have it in. Right, fucking so. Fucking oils. Cold, really cold in here again today. No surprises there for regular viewers. So, there's one done, wherever it's gone. Give that a quick clean up, and then that can be welded on that bracket. We'll do the same with the other one. Happy days. Right, fucked you for now. That's all I've got to say about that threaded thing. Fucked you for now. I've ended up going again, and I'm just hand tapping with a 5.5mm thread. I've drilled it out 5.5mm, and now I'm hand tapping it 1/4 UNC. Fucking hell, if a job's worth doing, eh? And there we go. Nicely notched, bent, slotted. Fit it where you like, it'll settle nicely just between the 2 cylinders there. Okay, so we're cooking on gas now. Just made up a snidey little LED lamp bracket off camera. Nice chunky monkey. And set it in the centre of the fucking yoke there. That'll get blacked in, I think, the same as the yokes are going to be black. Not sure. Not my department. But that's another thing off the list. Oh, Priscilla's nearly fucking there. We'll be tearing her down soon enough. Brake lines next, I think. And almost finally, as far as making stuff goes, we're onto the brake lines. So I've started as I always do, getting the fittings in place. 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. There's a straight one goes into the master cylinder there that I've not put in. It's just straight, and a nice bendy one there. So we do that, then we get braided hose and just eyeball it through, just run it through with both hands to where we need it, trim the ends off, cut it, and then go from there. Yeah, so we've done that. We've got 3 lines, and I know the shortest is the rear, which has got the straight one end, and the other 2 are the fronts. And I look at the orientation of the banjos, and I can work out that the front ones are about 90 degrees to each other. Like, if that's straight, then that's flat. So we'll set them at 90. I'll show you what I mean over at the bench, and go from there. Right, I've shown this a few times, but here's how I do brake lines. Here's how I make braided brake lines. These with the fucking cover on, I've used this clear covered stuff because that's what Daz's clutch cable's like, and it's so it's in keeping. So the first thing, we need to do is pick our soft jaw up off the floor, and then we can trim round. We need to trim a bit of this clear covering back because it won't fit inside the fucking fitting. It makes it too fat. What I do is guesstimate about 3/4 of an inch, then run around it like when you start to peel fruit with a new blade in, all the way around, and then drop it on your vise, and you can see that cut line, and just take it off the end. Then you can start to peel it back. I use my thumbnail, get it started, and then grab it with the pliers or whatever, or sometimes, well, quite often, I need to have another go to it with a knife. So as long as you're sensible, you'll not damage the stainless braiding underneath with that knife. So use that as your guide. Anyway, you get that off, so you peeled it back. Now we need to make the end round, look, because we've squashed it with the side cutters. I used a big fuck off pair of side cutters for this. I've tried tape and axle blades and it's fucking all sorts over the years. Easiest thing by far is chop it off with a big set of fucking good side cutters. So we squeeze it with the pliers and get it about round. Then we gently coerce the nut on. You can see it's sitting proud. Take the olive, and again we get that over the inner, but we take great care not to trap any of the braiding inside it. And press it, I'll press it against the vise, look, just to give it a wiggle, get it squared up, and have a look. You can look down the end and see whether or not the Teflon inside, or whatever it is, PTFE or something, I don't know, is up to the end of the olive, and if it is, you're good to go. So then I'll push it on the fitting, give it a wiggle, push on the hose again against that olive to make sure it's proper home, and then start the nut up and just wind him up. After a while it'll grab this, so you need to straighten that out, otherwise it'll fucking try and get you. It'll do a cracking around your leg like, which is a pain in the arse. And what I do, I'll wind it up until it's about home, until it's covered all of the threads on the fitting. I'll show you in a sec. Just give it a little bit more. I'm rushing because I don't want this segment to be too long. Look, we'll do that. We wind it up until we're about flush. But it's still got a bit of still got a bit of fucking wiggle room in it. So when we come to work out which end needs to face which way, like I said before, we'll have a guess at 90 to each other. So one will be straight up and down, and the other one will lay flat. And then we're going to try it, and even though we've kind of snugged it up a bit, we can still put it back in here and give it a turn to get it lined up, which is what I've done with this one. And now I can use that, the orientation of these ends, to get the one I'm making now right, without fucking about going back to the bike. Happy days. Right, I've not fitted those brake lines obviously because it's been stripped down now, but that is it. That's finished for me. I've got to strip it, finish welding the frame up, give things a quick fettle. I've got to TIG weld the sissy bar completely because that's just hacked up, and that is your fucking lot. So I'm going to grab a screen grab of that because it looks badass, doesn't it? All it leaves me to do is thank you for watching. Please, 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 if you've enjoyed what you've seen, give us a thumbs up and a like. Give us a sub, give us a share, follow along, and I'll catch you on the next one. Lots of love, everyone.